I'm going to show you how you can host a class on Zoom using two different cameras. This is great for miniatures workshops or any sort of crafting workshop. So you have one camera pointed towards you and the other camera pointed down towards your workspace. My name is Erin White and I'm with Tabletop Tinies. Let's get started. The first thing you're going to need to do is create a Zoom account. If you don't have a webcam on your computer, you'll need to use a tablet or a phone to download the Zoom app and create an account there. I'm going to show you how to create a Zoom account on a computer. Go to zoom.us if you're in the US and click Sign Up. You'll need to enter in some basic information, open your email, and then verify your account. Now that you have a Zoom account, you can schedule a meeting. On the left-hand side, click Meetings. Schedule a meeting. Fill in the meeting details, including a topic, which is like the title of the meeting. You can add a description. This is helpful if there's a tool list or some additional instructions on what to do before the meeting, or a simple description about what the class or meeting is about. Set the date and time. You put in a start time and then a duration, meaning how long the meeting's going to run. Now, in a free Zoom account, your meeting can only run for 40 minutes with 3 or more people. I'll come back to this when we talk more about paid accounts. For security, each meeting requires a passcode. You can change the passcode to something that's easier to remember than the randomly generated numbers and letters. Something like minis, class, your business name, it could be numbers, anything you like. I also suggest you check the box for waiting room. This means that you, the host of the meeting, will have to let people into the meeting. This is helpful because people won't be allowed in until you're ready for them. So if you're practicing a few minutes before the class, your attendees won't be let in until you allow them. However, this does add an additional layer of tasks that you have to manage while you're teaching, which can be a lot to juggle. In the additional meeting options, choose what's appropriate for you. I like to leave this box unchecked. If this is checked, it means that they can enter the meeting hours or days in advance. If you want a recording of this class, click Record to Local Computer and hit Save. Now, this invite link is what you want to share with people to invite them to the class. They'll need this link and the password to log into your class. An easy way to share this is to click on Copy Invitation and Copy Meeting Invitation. Then you can paste that information into an email. If it makes sense for you, you may want to consider upgrading to a paid account. If you want to upgrade, click on Plans and Pricing and upgrade to Pro. This will allow you to host up to 100 people for 30 hours, meaning that your meeting can last for more than 40 minutes without people having to jump off and log back in. You'll also get a few more features, mainly cloud recording. Enabling cloud recording helps with sharing videos. So if you're recording your classes, those video files aren't taking up space on your computer and instead are being stored in the Zoom cloud. This is really useful because anyone who attended the meeting can open the recording from the meeting link, and you have the ability to email out a link to the recording of that class. Now let's talk about setting up your cameras for class. You're going to need 2 devices that can connect to Zoom. This can be a computer, a tablet, or a phone. I work mainly from my laptop, so for my setup, I will have a laptop recording my face and my iPad recording my workspace. I suggest you put whatever the bigger screen is to record your face, because that's the one that you'll be controlling the meeting from, seeing the chat, seeing other participants, that sort of thing. You'll want the smaller device set up to film your workspace. If you have a tripod, use that. Otherwise, a stack of books, a candlestick holder, whatever you have around the house will do just fine. Set up your Worktop recording device, so for me that's my iPad, so that it has a good clear recording area. I like to map out the space within the camera's field of vision so that I know where to keep the pieces while I'm working. Once you get your devices set up, you're ready to start the meetings. I recommend that you set up a practice meeting to get comfortable with these steps before your meeting time, at least an hour or even a day before, so that you can concentrate on teaching instead of fumbling with the technology. You're going to log on to both devices. First, use your main screen to start the meeting. So for me, that's going to be starting the meeting on my computer. From Zoom, I find the meeting and I click Start. So I'm going to join with audio and turn the camera on. But while I'm getting set up, I'm going to keep the Zoom microphone muted and mute the speakers of my computer. Now, there is going to be an echo and feedback when I join on the second device, so this is just to save my ears. Then, on your workspace device, so for me on my iPad, join the meeting there as well. The easiest way is to click on a meeting link from an email, but you can also log on with a meeting ID. I turned on the feature for the waiting room, so I need to go on my computer and allow myself, my second device, into the meeting. So you see how that works? So then I can allow the people that I want to speak to first before the class gets started, or I would need to allow people here by clicking Admit to allow people into the meeting. Okay. And on my iPad, I'm going to switch the view so that it's recording my workspace and not my face. Once I'm in the meeting on my iPad, I'm going to mute this microphone and turn my computer microphone and sound back on. Now you're ready to teach. While you're hosting a Zoom meeting, here are a few of the functions that you might find useful. At the bottom of the meeting, you have menu options. I'm showing you this from a computer. They're slightly different on a tablet or phone. They tend to be along the sides and top. Okay, so I can mute my microphone, stop my video, okay, click again to turn them back on. If the participants is where you can see anyone who has joined your meeting, I find it easiest to keep this participant screen up so you can see if anyone is waiting. You'll also get a pop-up notification from Zoom that you have participants in the waiting room. This is your chat. People can chat to each other. They can also chat to you. Share screen is one of the most handy tools in Zoom. This allows you to share anything that's on your computer with everyone in the meeting. A slideshow, a video, written instructions. If you want to share a screen, click on the application you want to share. If you'll be sharing more than one program, for example, a Word document and a picture, I suggest you share your entire desktop. Be careful though, because it means that anyone watching can see everything that you see on your screen. There's also some quick reactions. Some people use these to raise their hand if they have a question. Otherwise, people will send you a laughing face if you tell a joke or a thumbs up if they agree with something you've said. To help your students get the most optimal experience in your class, you may want to suggest that they use the gallery view. On a computer, it's in the upper right. There's gallery view and a speaker view. Speaker view will keep the person talking, so most often you, the teacher, at the front of the screen. Gallery view will allow them to see all the videos that are on, so meaning you and your workshop screen, along with all the other participants. If there's lots of people in the class, they can pin your videos, so your face and your Worktop screen, to keep those videos most visible to them. Hope this helps you feel a little bit more confident hosting a class on Zoom.